Hello everybody, Astocky here and welcome back to the Agrarian Skies challenge. Basically done a few things off camera, so I will now go through and show you what those couple of things I've done are. And as I've been trying to do, I've basically saved the getting good quest things and stuff like that until I'm back on camera. So I actually did a little bit of, I guess what I would call stuffing around off camera, which is not too bad because it's got me pretty well prepared. It's actually got me pretty well prepared for a couple of challenges, so that should work out fairly well. You can see here I've made some carrot juice, and basically you have to make a juicer. So the recipe for a juicer is just a smooth stone and a pressure plate, so it just takes 3 smooth stone. And now that I have my slab furnaces, that's been easy to get. And then you put a carrot with the juicer and you get a carrot juice, and instead of doing half, you basically get a full one with each thing that you do. So the next thing that I did was I just fixed this up a little bit. It actually almost knocked me down through this hole just here. So that water flow kind of pushing me. So while I was in the water stream, I used the standard 2-block wood trick to fill the hole in, and that just made it a little bit better. The next thing I did is I built a really simple mob grinder trap. Basically the way this works is you can see there's a little bit of a gap there. There should be one spot where there's no gap here at the end. So basically that half slab there turns this half slab into a full slab, and there's one full block on top which allows mobs to spawn. Then there's a 3-block gap, so it's basically this block plus this one, and then there's half slabs to the roof, so it's 3 tall in there so endermans can spawn as well. And then there's half slabs all around here, so there's not a full block gap, which means mobs typically can't hit you and baby zombies can't escape. So very soon I should be about to get a quest challenge, hopefully. Have to have a look now. See those little Formcraft balls that have been dropped? So now if I go into my quest book, click here to start, here we go, open. This one should be done now. Excellent, I've killed 3 zombies. So I'm going to claim that reward. Excellent. Now the next one, we did this last time. This one here, Dust in the Wind, requires 4 pieces of like iron ore stuff to get iron ore gravel. A little bit of glitching. Oh, there you can see my wood blocks at the bottom. There they are. So what I'm going to do now, you can also see that through the sifting of dirt, I believe it was, got myself a couple of pieces of sugarcane, which is excellent because that farm needs to start. These barrels, anywhere they're touching cobblestone, moss stone can spread to. So you can see here that I've actually created quite a bit of moss. And my plan, you can see that I made my axe into a mossy cobble axe, basically with using 9 blocks of this to make it moss stone. Turns out that there's a very slight downside to that, that is you can't add it straight to an axe. So if we look at this axe and I hold down shift, you can see there's no spot for it for an upgrade, whereas this one says modifiers remaining 1. That's because I haven't got to 300 experience with it yet. So until you break 300 blocks with your pickaxe, or cut 300 pieces of wood with your other tool, until you do that, you can't actually add a modifier to it. So I'm stuck using pieces of flint at the moment. And you can't get flint by just breaking gravel anymore. You actually need to do it slightly differently. The other thing I realised is by putting this grass block here, I was wasting my time because it's not going to be close enough for mobs to spawn. So I came down this way and created another little spawning area that I'm spreading grass out to, and I'm going to fill this in, and that should be a big enough area for passive mobs to spawn. I think from what I could read it needed to be 6 by 6, something like that. So that only gave me a half as well, but if we make some melon juice, we should be in top shape. Yeah, look at that. But all of this stuff is kind of meh, because they're all things that you need to do. But but not things that are particularly exciting. Now, you may wonder, why did you create yourself a knife? That's because the only actual tool you can make with flint, if we go to pattern, you go to sword blade here, you can make them out of stone, obsidian, netherrack, and thormium. You go, okay, stone, that sounds like a not too bad idea. If we take, because I have one in here, the sword blade pattern, and we put it in the part builder, and we put a piece of cobble in, you hover the mouse over and it says can only be used to make casts, cannot be used to make tools. So unfortunately, until I get a smeltery, flint is the best that I can actually make weapons out of, because you can't make wood, you can't make stone, and you can only make flint knives. You can't actually make flint swords. So I've got this flint pickaxe that once I get to 300 experience, I'm going to put some mossy cobble on. I have my awesome axe, and I have my clumsy dagger that I need to, well, it says I need 40 more experience. So maybe if I get some more experience, I can do something useful with this. As you can see, the mob spawner works fairly well. I now feel comfortable with the dagger. It has +1 modifier, and it does +1 attack damage. Now the other thing that I believe to be true, though I haven't tried it yet, is that you can actually boost the experience of tools by adding mob heads on them. You saw that I put that creeper head on a stick back there because, I didn't have any idea what I was going to do with it at the time. But it would seem, and I think I have to go in here. If I go in here and put that, then put a creeper head on it. Maybe I just have to craft it with a creeper head. What am I doing wrong? I thought for sure that was what I needed to do to boost the experience. I'm going to have to look into that off camera and come back to it. But for now anyway, let's throw a couple of those in there. Throw some rotten flesh in because that works as well. I think, yep, I've now got enough to make an extra life. Stay in there. An extra full heart. 8 lives remaining. Sweet. Ooh, got an iron ingot from that zombie. That's cool. So yeah, I've got like way more carrots than I actually need to survive. And that's excellent because they're helping me to make dirt. So you can see I've still got 57 left and I've still got 29 of those. Plus a bunch of apples. I've got bones again. So it's a pretty good little setup that I've got going here. But you guys don't want to see me just wandering around showing you how to make raw resources. You want me to actually do stuff. So through the magic of making lots of gravel using some stone hammers, which I've broken a couple of, what I now have is this top chest here full of all of these different kinds of ores. And I completed a quest. I think I did it on camera. It was, I believe it was this one here, which when I unlocked it, the reward bag got me that glass. I don't know what I'm going to use that for. If anyone has any ideas of what glass can be used for, I would love to know. But what I do have is 4 of this. Why did you not get in my inventory? You did, okay. And I put those together, and that gets me iron ore gravel. Now, through the magic of iron ore gravel, I've now got this one complete. Excuse me for a second. Okay, so putting gravel, sand and dust through the sieve will get you stuff. It will also get you these things. Beating this ore with a hammer will get you crushed ore. I don't have a... Ah, there we go. I've got to pick a bag, is it? So maybe I have to hit it with a hammer. Is that what I had to do? I'm not sure why that's not completing for me. Click here to start, click here to start, click here to open. So I've done that. I've got iron ore gravel. I need to make iron ore sand as well, so there seems to be 2 lots of things I need to do. That's okay, because it's just the 4 of those together. So you can see I've actually ended up 1 better. So now I need dust. So I place this down, and I whop that with the hammer. And now I have to put those back together in the crafting table. And now I finish right. Excellent, just need to claim a reward. And each dust which processed in a smeltery will give me 2 ingots. So that's going to get me lots of iron quite quickly by the sounds of things. I think. Something like that anyway. But let's have a look at my reward bag and see what it is that I got. Nighttime, sleep time. Don't want to have this go wrong on me. Okay. I got a spiked axe. Jagged, stonebound, clumsy, cactus. That's not that useful. I got a spiked sword. That might have been cool. But I already have a cool axe. So yeah, so that's now got that done. So where are we up to in terms of this rewards thing? Ooh. Looks like I've got a few other things that are unlocked at the moment. So this is the next one that I want to do. So I need to make a seared tank, a controller, a drain, a faucet, a casting table, and seared bricks. And then it will get me a bunch of other ones. So to get those things, you need to make grout. And grout, which as I was kind of alluding to before, grout is just made of gravel, which you get from smashing that. And then sand, which you get from smashing the gravel. And then you need some clay. And clay you get from smashing sand and turning into dust, and then sticking it in these little barrels over here. Very important to know, when you right-click spamming trying to put stuff in, if it doesn't say 1,000 millibuckets when you look at it, it won't work. I'd left them in the rain, and I thought they were full, but it turns out they were only 900. And so that just meant a big waste of time for me. But the reason I'm telling you all this is because I now have here my 64 seared bricks, and I should have some glass, and my 4 pieces of glass. So this should now let me make everything that I needed to complete the challenge. So I got the controller, and we got the tank. So what else did I need? Controller, tank, a drain. Oops. No, go back to you. So we need a drain. Pretty sure that's just down each side. Yep, and then I know we need the little, I'm going to call it a tap because Australians don't call things faucets. Then we need a casting table and then a seared brick. So casting table, excellent. Going to make a basin as well because I have enough blocks, I think. In fact, let's not do that just yet until I know what I'm going to get as a reward. No, I don't get one of those, okay. So I will make one. Now I need to make 1 seared brick. And now that should be the reward complete. Whew. Do I want a full heart, a reward bag, a peach sapling, or a slimy sapling? I'm going to go for the slimy sapling. So I'm pretty sure I can plant that and get something good out of it. And now I can go to casting call. I have to make some casts. That's not going to be too bad, I don't think. How do I go with bricks? Yeah, I should definitely have enough stuff now. But importantly, I got that sapling. So I should... what I might do for now is I might just clear out this silly tree, because I don't want it to get in the way of my slimy sapling tree growing. That really was a big tree. I do like this axe. Initially when I got it I was like, that's a pretty crappy axe, I'll be looking forward to getting rid of that. I think the iguana tweaks, I think is the name of the one that actually makes it so that you get experience and things with your tool. I think it's super cool, and I would consider adding it to the technicality pack, except for the fact that it hasn't been updated for 1.7 yet. But yeah, I love the fact that you don't get any modifiers. It makes things take a bit longer. The only thing is it really needs ex nihilo, because typically this could only mine, as you can see, it can only mine copper, which means if you had iron ore, you wouldn't be able to get it. And that might not seem like a big deal, except it really limits your ability to do anything in terms of gathering ores and things like that. Because you can't make iron, you can't make an iron pick. So it takes you a long time to get anywhere, unless you're using ex nihilo, in which case, I've got gold nuggets and all that kind of stuff. And as soon as I build this smeltery, that will lead me to my next thing that I want to do. Angro. Now I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that this is going to work the way I want it to, so I'm going to get rid of these. And that as well. Now press F7. Mobs can spawn somewhere, right? What I might do for now is just place this on the floor just there. Log in there. Yes. Bit of a giveaway. So yes, time to make a smeltery. I also want to do something to stop myself falling off that edge there, but I haven't got the tools that I need at the moment. I also don't have anywhere to put a smeltery at the moment, so I didn't really think this through very well. So I'm going to pause the video and come back once I have somewhere to put a smeltery. So back soon. Okay guys, I'm back. It is time to now make safe for decoration. I'm not even sure what that means. But here we are going to build our basic simple smeltery, hopefully. That block not place. Yeah, not totally sure what happened then. Now we need to go a block up there. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. 1. So I don't want to get this too messed up. I'll put the controller here, facing inwards. And now here we need, I want a lava tank there on the front so it's easy to access. Hold down shift before you do that, because otherwise you can very, very nearly fall in the hole. Now thankfully for me, nothing is going to spawn at the moment, because I'm basically touching it. But I think I'm going to need to work on this for the very near future. So, got 21. Whoa! That shot up out of nowhere unexpectedly. Oh, so hungry. Must drink juice. Okay. I don't want to take any chances with something spawning here while I'm not ready for it. So... that light you up enough in there? Not really. Okay, cool. Quickly come up here, make it daytime so I don't have to worry about that stuff. Look at all of those creepers that are spawned in that back corner. Okay, daytime. So we need another drain. Put you down, pick you up. Come on, stop it. Okay. I think I'm going to fill all this in with something or other. I haven't quite worked out what I'm going to use yet. But break that torch, put that there. Put that there. Now we need you. And you. One casting table, one casting basin. There we go, can still walk around it. Definitely going to need a torch, so that'll do. I've got a little walk up area here where I can walk up. Got a bucket of lava in each of those, so that's going to be enough to get me started. Where did my clay bucket go? I know I have one here somewhere. Oh, there we go, one clay bucket. And hopefully this one clay bucket... In fact, smeltery, are you working? You appear to be. So, whoop, clay bucket in the tank. We've got fuel. Where did all of that... There it is. Now that should get me some iron. I'm just going to go until I get myself a block of iron, hopefully. So now I've got to go make you into gravel. Break you up. 3 of you. $14 dusts, eh? Now I just hope that I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I need a 9th. Yeah, maybe those will work. Well, it all comes down to how well that works. Because that will make me, hopefully, a metal bucket that I can use. Because I've broken my other bucket. Then I can get some shears and I can cut leaves. Put leaves in here to make more dirt, to make animals spawn. And then what else was there? Ah, casts. So I need copper and aluminium. Let's see how we're going. Got tin, silver, platinum, nickel, aluminium, copper. I think I could just about make an ingot cast. What's the thing I need? Pickaxe head cast, okay. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit harder to get. But seeing as you've grown, while we're waiting for that to smelt up, let's have a look what happens here. Thank you. Not entirely sure if this works. Now I have mining fatigue, as we know always happens when you get super starving. You hear all the time about people on the juice diet, but I just can't imagine it. We have now got it to replace itself. Now what happens if we just break these leaves with an axe? Do we get anything special? No. Awesome. I'm just going to let that break down of its own course. How are we doing over here? We have 9 ingots. Yes! Making some iron. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get myself off camera up to the point where I've made these ingot casts, and then we will see what happens. I don't know what I'm going to do with an enchanted boat. Ah, so sometimes they decay into blue slime. Okay, that's cool. I get that. Block of iron. 9 ingots. So now, what I was mentioning a few seconds ago, if we get the shears, we can now go absolutely crazy here. Now, unless the internet has deceived me, I should also get saplings from doing that. But now I have 62 blocks that I can go do. Look at that. So much dirt. Gonna need more barrels. Oh, more sugarcane. See, everything is getting pretty well set up at the moment. Ah, corner blocks. Obviously can't put on the corner block. So yeah, we've got a little bit of mossy cobblestone growing back. Growing slime saplings and slime. Making iron. So many good things are happening at the moment. This is just, I think anyway, this is just cool. So let's fill these back up. And I think we are pretty much good to go for this episode. So stay tuned for the next episode. Like I said, I'm going to do a whole lot of mob grinding off camera to get some stuff, finish that farm over there, and hopefully get some animals to spawn. Probably mess around with this tree farm a little. Only 6. It's okay, got saplings. Perfect. So yeah, I'm going to muck around and stuff around with some stuff. I'm probably also going to grind up some more gravel. Because what I want to do in the very next episode is I want to make myself an aqueous accumulator. No, an igneous extruder. So that I can get started mass producing cobblestone instead of needing to use that system over there. And then once that's done, the world should be my oyster. It should be pretty simple from there to, step 1, igneous extruder, step 3, win the challenge. I'm sure there's something else that happens in the middle. I just can't for the life of me think what it is at the moment. It would have paid to have done some research on this challenge to actually see. That's cool. I was told that you can right click on these things and it turns out to be truth. So that's cool. I've also been told that you can do lots of good things with gold. Not really. I just know that I need gold in order to get to the next phase of the pack, which is that extruder that I want to get. Now stop it. These things are always so difficult. Stop it. Okay. Come on, server lag. Come on, server lag. So I'm going to pretty much have everything that I need now to head to the next phase of the plan. So yeah, I will see you guys when I'm ready for that. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for supporting my channel. Astocky out.